there, your boy AF Breaking Gaming, and today, alright, we got a very different video. So, what we're going to be talking about is a YouTuber called Def Noodles. Def Noodles? Def Noodles? Def Noodle? Okay. However you pronounce it, right? And the reason we're talking about it is because something he tends to do a lot in his tweets and his videos sometimes. And basically, what he does, we're just getting rid of it, right? There's no backstory, all right? If you want to know who he is, he's just a YouTuber. In a way, he's kind of like a news channel because he kind of keeps you up on like pop culture and stuff like that. So it's not that big of a deal, right? So the reason I bring it up is because recently he's been getting a lot of flack from like a lot of big YouTubers, such as one to know right now actually is Cavos. He's actually working on a video on him right now. And then big chance he just announced that while I was working on this video. Funny enough. And then another one that's pretty notable would be Repzilla. He's another guy who's kind of like been beefing with him. And then there's just a few YouTubers who've just been, kind of like commenting on this stuff or like basically mocking him and stuff like that. I don't know. It's some weird drama with them too. I won't get involved in that. But what we're here to talk about is what he's been doing. So if I were to compare him to someone, I would compare him kind of to like Keemstar, right? Because Keemstar is a drama channel, right? And definitely supposedly isn't. He's more of a news channel. Doesn't really, I don't know. I'll just leave it there. And so with Def Noodles kind of being like Keemstar, the reason I made that comparison is because the way that Keemstar kind of does his thing, right? He, kind of blows it up out of proportion and, makes it all look like really dramatic for, for the clicks, right? For the views, which I completely understand, that's his style and that is what it is. And just Def Noodles just kind of is a knockoff Keemstar, not as entertaining, in my opinion. But I mean, if you like him, go ahead, just watch wherever you want. I'm not gonna tell you not to, right? But the biggest thing here is let's look at some of his tweets that he's dead in the last last month. All right, so let's start off with the small things, right? So he says right here on this tweet, he says, "Who could have seen this coming?" He always has his title like this. It's either "Who's gonna see this coming?" Note, "Totally expected," or "Exposed," or "Breaking news," stuff like that. I don't know. That's just his style he does on Twitter. So he's saying, "Who could have seen this coming?" Some noticing Tena Mongeau's new necklace has what appears to be an iron cross to top of marijuana leaf. According to ADL, iron cross adopted by neo-Nazis and white supremacists, however, cannot be determined to be hate symbol when without swastika. So just cause okay, I'm not here to say anything about Tena's past, but just because she got a new necklace, right, and it had like a little tiny like cross the top, I kind of see that as kind of like the royalty thing, because like that's what kind of like king's crowns sometimes have, or some designs of it at least. Not every crown obviously like that, but that's what the way I associate. I didn't automatically think, oh my god, she's a Nazi, bro, she has this iron cross thing, right? All right, he leaves that up. He doesn't change it or anything. And then he just kind of like just made her kind of unintentionally seem like a Nazi. I don't know what exactly he was trying to accomplish there. It's just one of the examples. I have plenty of these examples. And another one in the last month, he said, "Guess who's canceled? Jason Derulo getting backlash after saying in the caption to TikTok that he ended racism with this one. One person commented, set us back 200 years. So I guess Jason Derulo was canceled. And here's the video if you want to see that. Basically, it's Jason Derulo. I'm not gonna play the music because no copyright, please. And so basically, Jason Derulo is dancing around, and then they do that TikTok trend where if they go left or right to whatever options they have up there, and then it's just all the options like what you would stereotypically say for an African American to do, and he just does watermelon, fried chicken, and stuff like that. That's what he does in the video. So, and then apparently he gets canceled for that, but. And honestly, it just seemed like a joke. It might be in poor taste for some people, but when I saw it, I thought that was pretty funny. But okay, he kind of just blew that up a bit more than it needed to. I guess you could say he was canceled for that, but I didn't even see that trending. I didn't even know that happened until I was doing research for this video. So I don't know. I just feel like he's kind of trying to centralize it just a little bit. Kind of like I don't know, just try to get more people riled up for it. I don't know. It's this thing. And here's one more example. I'm probably show another one after this one. And it says, what are your thoughts on David Dobrik normalizing alcoholism, especially considering his audience is young and probably not old enough to legally drink? I don't know how he's normalizing alcoholism here. He just says that his friend is drunk, which everyone has a friend who gets drunk, right? Or is that just me? You know, we all know that one person, that one friend who gets drunk. It's just something that's going to be part of people's lives. He's not really normalizing because he himself is not drinking it or anything. He says it in the David Dobrik says in the video. I'm playing it while I'm talking. He says it himself that he is sober in that video. I don't know. He's not seen, popping bottles like some of these other YouTubers or people, And here's the one that really caught my attention at first. So it's with the Dream and the John Swan drama. I made a video on that, so if you guys want to see that, go ahead and leave a like there. And also, if you guys have made it this far, please leave a like, subscribe. Come on, guys. This took a good amount of time. These are the two big ones that I saw, right? The first one is the Mr. Beast one. So basically, here's what he says. He says, breaking news that will most definitely change your life. He does that a lot too. I don't understand how this would change my life. He says, Mr. Beast accused of racism after removing someone from Clubhouse. According to accuser Farok, that's how I pronounce it. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. Mr. Beast removed him due to his name. Some questions this version of events since tape appears to tell a different story. And then in the bottom tweet, it says Farok Sarmad. Sorry if I mispronounced that. I just don't know how to pronounce that well. The man Mr. Beast removed from Clubhouse stage claimed Mr. Beast just threw me out of his stage on Clubhouse after bringing me up, saying I can't spell your name, so let me yoke you out. Some are supporting Farok Sarmad, saying fairly easy situation for not being able to pronounce someone's name. I don't know. That second tweet isn't really relevant to what I'm saying, but he's basically claiming that you remove this guy just because of his name, and then this guy Farok is known better. He's calling Mr. Beast racist in this, when all Mr. Beast said was, hey there. He was just trying to make people leave the Clubhouse thing. I'll play the clip here too if you guys want to see that.
Really interesting.
So
all right.
Well,
so Colin,
indicating that you had something to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna yote you, Colin. Thank you for coming up. Sorry, I'm really bad with names. I'm gonna yote you as well. Cool.
So as you saw in the clip, he just made him leave, and then he says before I'm sorry. He even apologized kind of and says like, oh yeah, I can't really pronounce your name, but yeah, I'm gonna yote you, and it just yotes him out. I didn't really see that as a big offense, a big problem, something that will most definitely change my life. I just kind of saw that as like, okay, you just remove someone from his Clubhouse. I don't know. That's weird. And then another one, obviously, is guess who's canceled? Shawn Mendes gets backlash for posting picture from he's kissing Camila Cabello's foot on Valentine's Day. One person said Shawn deleted this. And it's just people over. Is that really something to cancel someone about? It's so weird. And all it is really is just my boy kissing someone's foot. I get it. Maybe people are grossed out, and maybe there's maybe not even backlash. I don't know what you would call it. Just outrage, I guess. I wouldn't call that being canceled. I just feel people getting weirded out. And then so yeah, he kind of just made that seem like he's getting canceled for something that's so simple. And then this last one is the most recent one I've seen, and the one that really I've seen YouTubers kind of pick up. And then he says right here with the first one, he says, okay, the first thing he says, right? Okay, he says right here. He says, call out. Dream exposes small commentary YouTuber for making an account impersonating Dream and using fake Dream accounts to say racial slurs and try to have sexual interactions with fans. The small commentator claims a family friend did it on his behalf. So that is basically what happened with the Dream and John Swan drama. So that's already been covered to death. But we're coming out here, like in these things, he uses a lot of he doesn't call the small YouTuber, which we all know is John Swan, when even though he has his name right there, he doesn't call him by his name or anything on this one, this first tweet. And then he says he is having sexual interaction with fans, and I don't know what sexual interactions. I think the most he said was sex mod, but I mean that's just a joke, right? So that's the first one, right? And then the second tweet he says, Totally unexpected. Dream exposes alt-right commentary YouTuber John Swan and Nicholas Dorio claiming they conspired to create fake Dream accounts impersonating him, then sent slurs and sexual comments to fans. Dream points out John Swan's star witness withdrew their statements. So the big change here, I don't know if you guys noticed, is he called this small commentator YouTuber now by name, and he also called him an alt-right YouTuber. Like, where did this come from? And then that's such a weird thing. And this is actually another thing that happened. So I guess some small people were making, you know, those fake Twitters people can make now online really easily. So a small YouTuber made that as a joke, and then they said, and then he says, no, alt-right commentary YouTube is mad, so they created slanderous and fake screen cap claiming I said slur. They say in thread it's meme, but intent is to harm my reputation. I have never interacted with this person. I do not condone anti-Semitism in strongest way possible. So here it says intent is to harm my reputation, right? And so with him saying that, it's so weird because here he says he calls this he calls John Swan alt-right when, okay, not at least to my knowledge, there's nothing really backing that up. And in a way, people can take that as, I don't know, trying to harm his reputation. But why is he going out and trying to harm other people's reputation with not really many facts? And then he goes ahead and doesn't want that happening to him, right? And then the same thing with Shawn Mendes. I mean, one can make the argument, obviously he's really big, no one really cares that he was kissing his girl's foot, but he tried, you know, say he was getting canceled. And then the same thing with, you know, Tana. She was supposedly had this alt-right, this neo-Nazi symbol on her, right? This alt-right neo-Nazi symbol. And then same thing with Mr. Beast. He's saying that Mr. Beast is racist, like so he's just trying to basically ruin their reputations. And so if I were to do the same thing he's doing, here's an example. This isn't anything I say in this next segment is not true. Let's say I went through his followers list, right? Wow, I went through his followers list, and then I saw he follows Joe Rogan. So just because he follows Joe Rogan, does that mean he's alt-right too? Because some people consider Joe Rogan to be alt-right. And then I went to see another follower, he also follows Fedmeister. So just because he follows Fedmeister, does that mean he supports rape culture and all this other stuff? And then I also saw he follows Alex. I'm Alex. Does that mean he supports making false rape accusations and backing him up up until, you know, you get caught? See, you know, people can just make things up like that and just claim it as true, but obviously it's not. And so honestly, Def Noodles got to be more careful what he says. And then if he makes a mistake, you should just, you know, delete the tweet and then put up a new one. It's just so to, you know, kind of damage control. I don't know. He should just be more careful with his wording too, because just claiming all these big words can, maybe not everyone's gonna believe it, and maybe some people will go out and look for it themselves. But what's gonna happen most of the time is people aren't gonna go out and, you know, out of the way. They're just gonna take it at face value, especially your fans. They're gonna take it at face value and be like, hold up, this guy is spitting facts right now. I'm gonna listen to him, and then we're gonna go cancel those dudes. When maybe they're not any of the things he claimed. Maybe they're just regular people, just like him, like me. And then like, I watched one of his videos. All I gotta say is he looks like that one kid that that doesn't talk much, right, in school, and then once you would talk to him, he wouldn't stop talking to you because he's the only guy you talk to. And it also looks like he kind of has to lay off the G Fuel there, but hey, that's nothing here nor there. I personally don't really watch that type of content, and so, you know, I hope for him the best. I really hope he can, you know, learn or get better from this. And also, that's it. That's the video, guys. Thanks so much for joining. I know it's a really different video for what I usually do. I really appreciate it if you guys made it this far. You know, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one, and, you know, we'll see what happens. So hopefully something more lighthearted. See you guys. Bye.